I must deliver like the Hebrew women. That is one of the most misconstrued expressions women have held on to for God knows how long. Hold on. Breathe. Don't be so quick to pounce on me, O ye sisters in the Lord. If anyone ever told me I would have a C-section, let alone 3 C-sections, I would have rebuked them by the blood and by fire. Let's make it clear that I'm not against C-section nor vaginal deliveries. I am simply saying that what matters most is that you go through a healthy pregnancy, and by the end of it all, you and your baby or babies are alive and well. That certainly is the ultimate joy. If you sit 10 women down, I'm talking 10 women who have similar belief systems, values, and morals, you will hear varying pregnancy and birth stories. What is annoying, however, is when one woman believes she's superior because of how her baby landed on planet Earth. Experiences differ. None of my pregnancies were the same. None of my surgeries were the same. And you know one thing? God always has a way of leaving us with reasons to be grateful. And what remains the same for me is my heart of gratitude that God chose to bless us with 3 wholesome children.
Don't touch it.
Fly, shoosh, 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 shoosh. Shoot, mom, sweet, splash, splash. Spoosh, splash, splash. Splash, spoosh, splash. Splash, splash. Splash, splash, splash. Don't splash, daddy. Splash. Don't splash, daddy. See, there's a flower. Splash, spoosh. Smash! Splash! Splash! Splash!
What's this game?
Splash! Mommy! You want my splash? Mommy! Splash!
When are we going to remove this Christmas decor? Can you imagine? Anyways, hi. Hope you're doing good today. Okay, have you subscribed? Please click the subscribe button. I had to do a quick workout before heading out this morning, and I know usually you see me sweating when it's the end of the video, but something different this time. I have a lot of shopping to do, and I am shopping for fruits. Not like I'm going to buy so many. Please, this is Nigeria. Light is not predictable. And so because of that, in fact, God knows how many fruits get spoiled inside this our fridge. God have mercy on us. But I would get basics, things that don't really spoil so fast, like apples, English pear, carrots. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of carrots, but just to have something to keep chewing and nibbling on. And watermelon, if I find a small one, because we don't really eat it that much and it keeps getting spoiled. So if I find a small one, I will buy. What else? I love grapes. My children love grapes a lot. They take grapes and apples to school every day. And bananas, yes, but you know bananas have too. Cannot stay more than like 2-3 days. Yeah, just a few fruits that I can get stuck in my fridge with healthy options, so that we say goodbye to all the chocolatey and all the other things that have made us gain weight before. Not like we're saying permanent goodbye, or just let me have better options, healthier options, so that's what I take more than anything that is not necessarily good for my system right now. Good morning. Hi. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong place. Good morning. How are you? Oh, well, you're probably watching this any time of day. How are you doing? Hope you're good today. So, a bit different this morning. I feel like I want to do a different kind of routine. Like, I don't feel like doing any of like ambitious and all of that. I just feel like listening to music and dancing, basically. Like, okay, there's a way I create my dance workout routines. There's a whole vibe I have to get into, and I have been working mentally on creating my next dance workout routine. Of course, it's going to be for body bouncing back after delivery kind of routine, but I'm not ready. I need to slash at least 7 kg before I shoot that video. So I probably have like 2 months. But how it happens is I just listen to the tracks, empty tracks, or I tell my producer to send me a track or to create a track for me, and then I go to the studio and whatever comes to my head, I just say it and it forms the music. That's it. So that's what I feel like doing this morning. So just like getting a plain beat and just dancing, trying to create new moves for dance workout, dance fitness. That's what I feel like doing.
Let's try the music list.
Oh, little baby, do not cry. Never mind, baby. Mommy is coming. Oh, little baby, do not. Never.
Let's do it again.
When I just turned, I think 8 weeks postpartum, 8 weeks thereabout, I remember I was chatting with a friend, and she was like, hope you're healing fine and you're feeling good. And I'm like, it took me like a split second to figure out what she was talking about. She was asking about my recovery postpartum, that's C-section, post C-section. And you know, in those few seconds, I realized that I had forgotten that I did a C-section. Look, it might sound like I'm exaggerating, but trust me, I'm not. And I understand that a woman would go through a lot to recover, but quite frankly, I do not remember I did a CS. That is how well my body has recovered from this CS. I cannot say the same for the past 2. My first son, yeah, it wasn't so bad, though I didn't start working out till much later, but it wasn't so bad. I was still feeling pain even when I started working out at 7 months postpartum. But my second son, I don't know what happened to that surgery or what was doing the doctors those days or that day or whatever it was just horrible. I probably spent like 5 days in the hospital, if not 6 days. This time around, my healing has been, I just thank God. It's been amazing. We actually did change hospitals because I wanted to try something with better technology or something better, classier, I guess. And indeed, this has been a sweet recovery. I can't say that's everybody's story who uses the hospital. I cannot say that, but I'm just so grateful. I had completely forgotten. Every exercise I do not feel any pain now. So I don't want you comparing your journey with mine and be like, Tamara had CS and she's already working out, blah blah blah. Please, if you know that you are in pain, if you know your doctor hasn't cleared you, do not attempt it. There's no point trying to make your healing process a lot longer. There's no point. Your 6 weeks postpartum appointment is very, very important. Speak with your gynecologist, your specialist, let them check you. And even if they say, okay, everything looks good, you are cleared, you know how your body feels on the inside. If you are feeling that, yeah, it's still twitching, it's still paining, it's still just relax. There's no rush. There's absolutely no rush. Allow your body heal. Okay? Now, another major thing that is usually a question, or which is gaining traction now, and even the people that don't have it are blaming it on it, is DR, which is diastasis recti. Now, it can happen to any woman, but much more, or most often, is there a word like, what am I saying? Anyways, it usually occurs after pregnancies, and you stand a higher chance of having it with the more pregnancies you have. So I think I would look up my statistics and post it here. So quite frankly, what it means is someone like me who has had 3 children back to back, I have like a 60-70% chance of having diastasis recti. And now there's a misconception. I once heard someone say it on her YouTube video that it can never be cured. That's why women have big stomach. And I thought, oh, I wanted to drop a comment, but I said, let me just respect myself. And don't let me come and be showing that Nami knows something past, but maybe I should have. DR can be treated. Now, there is an extreme situation, and hopefully you don't have it. If you have that extreme situation, it cannot even be, you can't even self-diagnose. You have to see a therapist. You have to go to like a specialist to deal with that. But basically, maybe about 2 inches to 4 inches, 4 fingers rather, 2 fingers, 4 fingers wide. Look, trust me, you can work on it. It's about strengthening your abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominal muscles, and strengthening your core, doing the right exercises, and you will get it back in time. You just have to give yourself time, okay? There's nothing to rush for. But yes, it can be treated, and so I am going to check myself. Now, because of my studies, I'm a certified prenatal and postnatal fitness specialist, and I remember when I was doing my course, I learned ways or kind of exercises to do during pregnancy so that it reduces my risk of having DR. Now, I did those things. I kept practicing my TA breathing. I kept working on strengthening my core and, you know, tightening the right muscles, holding it tight. And I have checked this before, so it's not like this is my first time I'm going to show the video. I checked it and I practically do not have much. It's just about 3 fingers. In fact, I was stuffing the 3 fingers to go down inside. It's practically about 3 fingers in the center, and in no time I'm going to get it back. So I know that this big stomach that I have, it's not because of diastasis recti. It's too much food and too much fatty foods which I've been eating, and, you know, working out. I'm going to get my body back in no time. So I will show you a quick way to check if you have DR. Please, if it's a severe case, do not try it on your own. Do not try to go online and look for exercises that you can do. Go and see a specialist, okay? Lie flat on your back on the floor. Now bend your knees, but keep your feet flat on the ground. Next thing you want to do is to gently lift your head off the ground. Don't take it too far. It's just like you're going into a mini crunch position. Don't hold your breath and don't squeeze your tummy too tight, just a little. Next, we're going to use our fingers to check the distance between our rectus abdominis. So just imagine you have these two long muscles that come from the top of your chest to about your pubic bone area. So what we're searching for is if there's a separation and how many fingers width separation between both of the muscles. So you see here, I start above my navel and there was only about 1 finger width separation, not really, not much. In my belly button, there were 2 finger width. I tried putting the 3rd finger, but it was a bit tight, so I knew that's just about 2 finger width. Below the belly button, there was really no separation. I think it's because of scar tissue from my C-section, because I really couldn't feel anything below the belly button. But I will show you again from another angle. So here, checking in the belly button, that's the major area. I could only fit 2 fingers easily. So I have a 2 finger width there. Above, I had just about a finger width separation. Here it is again. So I can say that I have a pretty mild case of diastasis recti, nothing severe, and in no time with the right exercises it to be corrected and the gap will be closed. So I would finally say goodbye to this tummy pouch.